Anyone else, or is it just me, think that the end of this chapter got like crazy All Might versus All For One vibes? Obviously from Endeavour versus Shigaraki. I don't know. I think it was just the whole angle of like Endeavour coming from the sky and screaming Shigaraki, because it's like similar when like All Might, not All Might, sorry, All For One. He like turns around and you see All Might. All Might? No, All For One turns around and you see like All Might just like come from the sky. And yeah, no, man. So I'm really getting those kind of vibes. Now, obviously, we're gonna see those kind of feats. I don't know. Let's get straight off the bat. Is Endeavour gonna die? You know, the man's been having some crazy death flags recently. Like, he was literally having dreams of seeing his family, but he's not included on it. He's not included, like, there in the scene. So there's stuff like that. There's the whole point of it's freaking Shigaraki. And, like, I keep forgetting that Shigaraki has All For One. Like, my mind, this chapter and last week's has just been like, jeez, this decay quirk is crazy. But like, I'm keeping forgetting that he literally has All For One's quirk. So we don't know. It hasn't been confirmed whether as to he has all the quirks stockpiled within All For One. For example, all the quirks that All For One was using. We don't really know about that because obviously All For One. Did he stockpile using those quirks? Like was all those quirks stockpiled under the duplicate? Like, does it transfer to the original? That's kind of the thing that I'm kind of, asking. But let's get straight to this chapter, because My Hero Academia chapter 273 was phenomenal. We've got stuff from Endeavour to Shigaraki, Toga going crazy, freaking Gigantomachi, we've been waiting for ages. Like, he comes out of the ground with like a freaking arm. Like, that was disgusting. I even forgot that Gigantomachi can change size. So if you're wondering why his like arm and his whole fist is that big, yeah, no, the guy can be like as big as a skyscraper basically. What else did we get? We saw a bit of Hawks actually, Hawks and Tokiyami, but that was like a panel thing. And just like Class 1A, just kind of saving people. I just find it so hilarious because I'm like, Deku does the whole airwave thing, which basically has like zero effect, by the way. Which I'm like, okay, yeah, fair enough. What's that actually gonna do? And then what's it called? Oh yeah, Todoroki's just like, step aside. My eyes can solve this. And I'm just like, bro, like how? Like why? So yeah, I guess there's the question of there's two questions. What can any quirk or can any force stop the decay? Because it's looking like, especially from this chapter and last week's chapter, it doesn't look like there's a force or something which can like stop this. That's why I think I said in my last video, if I didn't, it was on my mind anyway, because I've been thinking about this for time. Mirio's the only, like, is one of the only people that I think, either Mirio or someone with like a far away kind of quirk. So like obviously Endeavour, like someone that can use their quirk from far away. People like Endeavour, yeah, Todoroki and all that kind of stuff. Like that's why you need those kind of people. But Mirio would be freaking perfect because my guy can just slip through anything. Obviously he doesn't have his quirk yet, but the whole airy thing. That's cooking up. But yeah, I think Endeavour will have a good advantage because so two things. We don't really know of a force that can stop it, but also if you're fighting him as well, you can't really have close contact. Well, you can, because we see in the chapter that he picks up the phone or like the communicator device. But I'm calling it basically, it looks like a phone. But yeah, he picks that up and obviously he's just like, oh sweet, it's my decay, I've got it under control. So I guess there's the whole point of, okay, so it seems like he can touch you if he wants to now. There begs another question of like, because his decay spreads now, so what control does he have it once it's spreading? For example, you see in this chapter, it's like he stops it kind of. Like he's not. He picks up the phone, he's calling, and, he's picking up the overall quirk bullets. Oh, sorry, guys. Oh, yeah. He's picking up the overall quirk bullets, he's picking up his phone, and I'm like, okay, cool. So now you can pick that up without decaying it, so you've got some control there. Now, because you're picking that up, is the decay like 80 kilometers away, which is just crazy, guys. The fact that from the hospital all the way to where they are. That's 80 kilometers and it's still spreading. Like, is it still happening now? Like, can he, let's say he starts the K here and it goes 80 kilometers away, and then, you know, like, he's just like, okay, cool, like, he's eating some fries, you know, opening the door and all that kind of stuff. Is the decay continuing? Like, I guess my question is, does the decay dissipate like heat? Or, like, you know, does it just fizzle out? That's what I'm kind of wondering. Or, like, you know, is it just more of like a perpetual motion? Like, it just keeps going. Like, it just keeps growing and growing and growing and keeps going through. I think that's my question now, because it's just like, okay, cool, you can fight Shigaraki, and it does seem like a broken quirk. It is a freaking broken quirk, but like you can go around it. For example, that's why Endeavour is a good match. Endeavour can fly, well, he can float. He said, well, he says he calls it not falling, so he can do that, which can obviously benefit him when the whole decays just touched the ground. What else? And he's got a lot of maneuverability, and Endeavour's got pretty good maneuverability as well. Not to mention the fact that he's got freaking, like, attacks like Prominence Burn. And I hope if, like, for example, if Endeavour fires Prominence Burn, I hope it's not going to be a thing where Shigaraki is just like, it's a force. Any force can be destroyed. Because he's done that with, like, Redestro as well. And I feel like maybe Redestro's was different, but I'm hoping that, like, elemental stuff, like, if I'm Kota and I've got freaking water quirk at you and I'm splashing water at you, I'm hoping you're not just gonna be like that and then you're literally decaying the water molecules. I'm like, come on, bro, like, please give me something. Or if I've got, like, if I'm like, what's her name? Not Ryukyu. Nero? Is it Nero? Neru? Nejire. If I'm like Nejire and she converts, like, her breath into energy, I think, stuff like that, and like, if I fire that at you, can I decay that? Like, we've got a lot of questions to this, but we're still not getting to the point of the fact that he's got All For One's quirk as well. Like, we haven't addressed that as well, which is mad. So yeah, and there's three likely scenarios. Endeavour gets taken out, Endeavour dies. So, okay, Endeavour gets defeated, Endeavour dies, or his quirk gets taken. Either through Overhaul's bullets, but, like, I don't see the point in doing that, because now Shigaraki has, you know, Overhaul's quirk. And part of me is wondering, like, did Horikoshi just forget about that? Because, you know, we see in this chapter, and X-List, my guy. So if you guys are wondering if X-List done anything, you know, he's just like, oh, what's that machine right there? I think that's chapter 271 or 270. He sees this big machine. I originally thought that machine was for, what did I think it was for? I didn't think it was for Overhaul's, like, the bullets. I think I thought it was for, oh man, I can't even remember. But it was a cool idea. It was a cool idea. What was it? Yeah, nah, I don't think it was even stockpile or quick. I can't remember what it was. But yeah, either way, X is just like, oh, what's that machine? And he went for it. Like, I don't know if it's like he has like some Cyclops kind of blasts, or like, you know, that kind of ray energy kind of stuff. Maybe so. But yeah, he destroyed the machine. I guess that's something. Like, you should have, I don't know. Everyone's kind of like Thor. They don't really go for their head. Mitch, you know, obviously plot and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I think that is, I was gonna say, does that redeem? Not necessarily. I don't think redemption's the right kind of word. I mean, does it give Excess a W? Sure, it gives him a W, but I mean, he still takes an L, and that cape looks better on Shigaraki than it does on him, which is kind of peak if you think about it. It's kind of sad, man. But anyway, Other than that, the whole bullets. And yeah, part of me is thinking, okay, did Horikoshi forget about this? Because the whole point of Shigaraki stealing it from Overhaul, like, when that happened after the Overhaul arc, I thought it seemed like it was going to be a bigger plot point than it seems to have been. I don't know, maybe, who knows, maybe Horikoshi does something with it later on. But I just felt like it was going to be so much more pivotal to the story. And now it just feels like, from this chapter, Horikoshi's basically been like, yeah, no, we're not going to be using it that much. So I don't know really how I feel about that one. Who knows? Maybe like the reappearance of the quirk bullets, maybe Horikoshi giving a hint to us of, like, you know, reminding us about all of that stuff. and implying that Muriel may be coming back, you know, from Eri, you know, that kind of stuff. We don't really know what Eri's video right now. Like, we knew that obviously Isaiah Sensei is training Eri, but yeah, let me not digress. But yeah, so we see Toga, and Toga's basically camouflaged into one of the heroes who had like the X across his face, I think. And that hero originally got killed by Twice. I think Twice is double. So Toga's taken this guy basically. And Toga's gone on a rampage. Like, we haven't seen Toga like this. Obviously because she cared for Twice. Like, she did. So Toga's really taking out people. And it's kind of crazy to see. Now, obviously, we would have seen more of this, like, rampage. But obviously, Gigantomatch is coming in and just taking everyone. But wow, yeah, I think this is what I wanted, to be fair. Like, obviously, the death of Twice was something really, like, yeah, it's crazy, like, it's pivotal. But I just feel like we didn't really get much on it. Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, that's the kind of impression. Not that we didn't get much on it, but like, I thought we would have seen people react, like the League of Villains react more to it. Like, I was assuming something like, I don't know, Shigaraki was gonna get a call, or like Shigaraki arrives to the mansion, or who knows now. Like, now that Shigaraki called Gigantomatch to bring everyone, and when Shigaraki realizes that Twice ain't there, I hope he flips out. Like, I hope so. But yeah, we kind of, I guess the little discussion, the little talk that we get between Debbie and what's his name again? Damn. The talk that we get between Dabby and, oh my gosh. I mean, that just proves the fact that, like, he's rarely in the story. Just like, yeah, but yeah, the talk that we get between those two guys, like, I guess that's kind of a, you know, because it did seem kind of like a somber tone, but yeah, Toga's reaction, that's what I want. And I want something like that from Shigaraki as well, which we probably will get. Like, Shigaraki isn't heartless. We know how much he cared for the league. We know how much he cares for those guys. So yeah, when Gigantomatch obviously doesn't bring Twice, or maybe Gigantomatch does bring Twice's dead body, that would be kind of mad as well. But yeah, other than that, I really do think Endeavour's really going into his death, whether it may not be by Shigaraki, maybe when Dabby comes. I don't know, it's just not really looking good for Endeavour. I was right anyway, so that's what I said from last chapter, like, maybe the hospital's going to be caved in and it's just going to be those two. But nah, obviously it's not really caved in now, but yeah, I'm still taking it. But yeah, nah man, I haven't got hyped with a fight like this. Like, no, this fight, I'm just looking forward to it, because this is like a hero versus villain fight. This isn't like the fight with Endeavour versus Hood. This is a hero versus, this is the No.1 versus basically the No.1 villain now. This is it, guys. This is the stakes as high as AFO versus All Might. This is not just like a Muriel versus Overhaul kind of buckle. Nah, man. This is big. So yeah, this is going to be really, really crazy to see. I can't wait. Horikoshi, please don't change the scene, like, next chapter or whatever. I don't want it. We're sticking on this. So yeah, guys, please tell me what you think about that. Do you think, like, what do you think is going to happen with that fight? Tell me what else you thought about this chapter, and see you next week for that greatness that is My Hero Academia, chapter 274. Peace out, guys. Goodbye.